Well, I think one reason why the sports segment is still closed to LGBT rights is because it's something that we don't talk about. Um, Kids do not hear about LGBT rights unless you have somebody that's directly affected, someone in your immediate family that suffers from discrimination. So I think it's really important that athletes, we go and we talk to schools. I'm waiting for the NFL to step up to the plate and support an LGBT group, whether it's GLAAD or PFLAG or Athlete Ally, and implementing a system where athletes go out there and we talk about equality, and that's why it's really important to be an ally. We're also expecting that the NFL will also teach its young players, starting at the rookie symposium, about LGBT awareness, so we don't hear comments coming out in the NFL. And the reason why I direct this at the NFL and professional athletes is because there's going to be a trickle-down effect. And from the top down, you see professional athletes doing it, and we're role models to a lot of people, and we can touch a different demographic than politicians can. And so now you'll see kids being more confident and having a lot more self-esteem. We're hoping to affect suicide rates, and this is the overall goal. Another reason why we're a little bit behind is I believe the marriage between athletes and religion. A lot of athletes like myself came from very humble beginnings where we didn't have a lot of money and grew up poor. So what do those families have? They have religion. That's something they can count on. That's something they can rely on. And we need more people like the Reverend Al Sharpton who are allies not only in religion but also are allies in LGBT rights. Yeah, there was absolutely positive results in meeting with the NFL. We met with Troy Vincent a few weeks ago. And we wanted, I walked away hoping that they would enforce kind of a three-step process. Process one is going to the rookie symposium, having some trained either former players or current players or some of the people that they use now to touch on some of their social issues, going in there and speaking about LGBT awareness, sensitivity, and LGBT rights. Process two would be getting into the locker rooms and actually having a meeting where the whole team sits down. We don't have a lot of time during the season, but the whole team sits down and we just have an open discussion like a family would do, because it's a real close-knit community in the NFL, like a family would do, and sit down and talk for 30 minutes, 60 minutes just to scratch the surface and get people talking about this. That's something we did in Baltimore this year. We really talked guys individually, groups, small groups of guys, never did anything organized, but small groups of guys. We talked about LGBT awareness and LGBT rights, and it really made us a lot closer as a team. And then the last thing, which is maybe the most important thing, would be for an NFL, for the NFL as an organization to endorse an organization like Athlete Ally or an organization like GLAAD or an organization like PFLAG, and it's really sending a message out to all of America that, hey, there's a group of people that are disenfranchised and we support them. The grounds that we're making right now, for us, it seems like lightning speed, but if you ask Billie Jean King, she'd tell you it's been taking forever. If you ask Greg Louganis, he'd tell you it's been taking forever. These are the people that really were out on the forefront on this issue, that have been out maybe since the 80s maybe, or 90s with Greg Louganis. I'm not sure when Billie Jean King did it, but now we're finally catching up, and it's a hot button issue. I've been talking about this since 2009, but really now more than ever it's really current and it's relevant, and people like myself and organizations like Athlete Ally and some of my constituents, Chris Cluey and Scott Fajita, were really making a difference, not only in society, but we're also making a difference in legislation.